What's going on, Dolphins fans? It's Connor from the Dolphins Dive, and today we're going to be breaking down the Miami Dolphins' first preseason game against the Atlanta Falcons, which they unfortunately lost 19-3. But there's plenty of takeaways, especially for guys on the bubble of the roster. So I'm here to break that all down right now. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Without further ado, we're going to hop right into today's video. So I'm going to start with some players who impressed me, starting from when they started on the field. So on the first drive, I had a heavy eye on Austin Jackson and Liam Eichenberg.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to say they impressed, but they definitely held their own, and they're probably facing backups as well. But it's good for them to not be getting beat and for them to get additional reps. That I'm liking. I really like a run blocking rep that Austin Jackson had. I feel like they're getting more comfortable. Like I said, they're facing backups. I'm not putting too much weight into it, but I'm saying I was happy to not see them get beat. So we'll take those we'll take those pluses as we can. But another guy that impressed on the offensive line that's probably gonna end up beating Liam Eichenberg is Isaiah Wynn. He had some really nice reps at left guard in this game as well. So definitely probably the biggest competition on this team is who's gonna be starting left guard. I wish there was more of a competition at the right tackle spot as well, but it doesn't seem to have unfolded as much as we would have liked. So I think Isaiah Wynn's coming for that starting job. He looked really good in his the reps that he had. Now, another guy that kind of surprised, we kind of all ignored and forgot about, but Myles Gaskins had himself a day. He read the holes extremely well. He made a lot of guys miss, and he always surprised me with his speed. Like, he's not slow, but like I kind of forget he's got that kind of speed. So he looked really good today, all around. Definitely going to try and push himself for this back end of the roster. And at worst, Myles is definitely going to end up on another NFL team, which I'm pulling for him. He's been on this team since the beginning of the rebuild, so got a lot of love for Myles Gaskin. And if he continues to be a Dolphin, that'd be great. Like I said, he showed out great today, so love to see that from Myles. The next guy I've got on the list is Cam Smith. I'm kind of going out of order now. I'm just going as I have it. Cam Smith was balling out. And not only like in his pass defense, my favorite thing I saw from him was this run stuff he had. And Vic Fangio mentioned it a week or two ago. Like, the corners in this defense need to be able to tackle. And he helped set that precedent, helped blowing up that run. He had a couple pass breakups where he was flying around the field. He kind of got in the way of one of the passes where he was super acrobatic. He did end up going out with a shoulder injury, which is slightly concerning. We're so banged up, especially at that corner position. I don't think it's anything too serious, but it sucks that he did get nicked up. But overall, he had a great game. Definitely future's looking bright for him. I'm going to have a little side mention of Noah Igbenogany. He has some passes caught on him, but Noah overall honestly looks pretty good. Like, the pass that got caught on him, he was super tight in coverage. It was just like perfect ball placement. Really wasn't much he could do, but definitely want to just throw that aside. I don't think he had a bad game, if anyone thinks that. Next guy I have on the list is Eric Ezukanma.
Ezukanma. Yes, sir.
He took like a reverse or end around. I forget the exact what happened, but he was looking fast. I think he ended up hitting like high 21s in the miles per hour. He was looking very quick. Definitely like to see that from Eze, who's also competing for the wide receiver 3 job. That competition is pretty loaded between Robbie Chosen, Braxton Berrios, and Eric Ezukanma. So I think they might serve different roles. Ezukanma being a bigger body could definitely benefit. But it was nice to see him make some plays. He's a preseason baller for us, obviously. The next guy I have on this list is Isaiah Wynn. I kind of mentioned him already. He's looking to steal that starting left guard job, and he's looking like he's pulling away with it. So I'm happy to see that, though. He's obviously got a lot of game reps under his belt. He's had some success in this league, and worst case scenario, I mean, Liam Eichenberg then turns into a backup, which, once again, he's got playing time. As much as we like to criticize him, whether it's probably rightfully so, obviously, but having players with NFL experience as backups that is definitely better than just having random guys that haven't really played before. The next guy I have, Dolphins favorite, Devon Chain. He started the game off fast with a great kick return, which has me very excited. Like, The Dolphins' special teams, in terms of returners, there's so many. And obviously, you don't want to throw out Waddle or Tyreek to risk injury. But like last year, you had Mostert returning kicks. Now you have a chain that can return kicks. You have Berrios that can return kicks. Like, there's so many different names in that room. I will say I am concerned slightly with special teams due to the fact that we let up a punt return. Danny Crossan's got me a little sketched out. He's been here for so long now. He's been here since, I think, 2019. And the special teams has been up and down, so I'm hoping we don't have a great team, and the reason that we lose games and miss out on certain opportunities is because of special teams. So I'm hoping that's not a regular season issue. But like I said, I just want to mention Devon Chain had that great kick return, did a great job in the passing game with his hands, which that looks like it's going to be his role. It's not necessarily going to be running between the tackles as much as it is finding a role in the passing game. And he's looking fast, and can make contested catches for his size and his speed you don't necessarily expect. So definitely want to highlight him. And the last guy I have on this list is Garrett Nelson. He had a sack. And it was an impressive win, and he's kind of been all over the field when he was playing. And sometimes in coverage as well, if I'm not mistaken. And I kind of do want to highlight someone else. So I am happy with Garrett Nelson. Don't get that twisted. I think he had a great game. Channing Tindall actually also impressed. That's another guy I forgot to mention. Actually, I've got more people. Sorry. Excuse me. I wasn't fully prepared. But yeah, Channing Tindall was flying around the field, which I was happy to see. I think he blew up a couple runs. This guy, I didn't necessarily notice him in the game, but the broadcast did mention him, Brandon Peely. They said that they asked Vic Fangio, who's someone that they're excited to see, and he was one of those guys that was mentioned. And based off his performance in training camp, I really think Brandon Peely is going to make this roster as a UDFA, which is good for him. Because, Fangio also mentioned he's looking for guys at the back end of that defensive line group, and I think Peely fits right in with that. And then looking at the list, the last guy I really have to mention, I think I saw Keidron Smith make a couple nice plays, so I think he deserves a little bit of love. But, yeah, man, not too many takeaways. Mike White looked like the better quarterback than Skylar Thompson, but as McDaniel mentioned in his press conference, they were working with different groups. He's got to give Skylar the same opportunity as Mike White, but Mike White has seemed to take a steady climb over this training camp, and it seems like he's heading as the QB2, but we'll see what the rest of training camp has to unfold. I love football. I'm so happy that it's back. It brings a huge smile to my face. So I'm going to be continuing to bring you guys updates on who's standing out and what's looking good for the Miami Dolphins. Like I said, like and subscribe to stay up to date. Love you guys so much. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll catch y'all.